Hello everyone and welcome back to the Enigami channel, also known as Chess_303. Today we are talking about part 2 of the lore of Withering Away AU, which is a Sun and Moon show AU I created on the fly and now am here. Today we are going to be talking about how the astrals come into play, along with how the two other sun variants that we see, being Killer Sun and Evil Sun, will decide events, along with what happened to our Monty. So the events in this certain video take place a few months after her son's disappearance in the first video, which I will have a playlist up and running. Timeline goes out like this. Montgomery Gator spirit slowly starts to drift out more and more and more. He never really died. Instead, he simply took on a different form, and has been guiding Terra to areas that looked ruined or destroyed, aka areas that Sun was at one point. As for how they got out here, well, Terra had finally had enough and called it Moon. Moon didn't know exactly what to do, and it took almost a full week just to get his attention. But now that they're finally here, Moon has discovered that Montgomery's spirit has been guiding them to places where Sun has been, and as such wanted to follow him when he went out on another round of his trips. However, our story takes 4 hours before that, starting in a little room inside the house, decorated beautifully like a young child's. Sleeping was a young girl, and her name was Dazzle.
Astrals, watchers over the realm. They simply regulate its currents, taking in dying stars and making them anew. They may know of the corrupted sun, but they simply see him more as a convenience than a threat. If he's only really hunting shards and the crystals as a whole, well, no shards equal no wandering wither storms roaming around the cosmos. making them easy to exterminate. It's really his brother they're worried about. After all, an artificial star is quite problem causer. The variance. He's impressed. Not only has his son risen up to such levels of power, but also erased many moons as well. Better yet, he makes it look so easy doing it, too. If he had to say something for himself, I'd say he was just a little bit jealous. But he wouldn't say that. After all, there's so much more he could be doing at the time. His plans, he may have underestimated that son, but his plans still yield similar results. More scripts being flipped, remaining nuisances removed. The only thing he'll really have to do is just keep tabs of where his son might go next. But that's easy. Now, he can just sit back, relax, maybe even open up a drink or two, and simply watch this nightmare unfold from the scenes. He can't wait to know what their moon has been doing after all. He bet he's been so worried. Montgomery, a soul far too determined to die. His last dying wishes were to protect his beloved and find the brother lost to madness. He's managed this far at least, even finding out where son's little pit stops back home were. It's only until this is all finally over will his soul finally rest in peace. That, or his soul will simply rest in pieces.
Well, wasn't that just a fun one? I really did have a lot of fun making this. I especially liked all the digital pixel art I did, and I think I might add a little bit more of that in future videos too. The pacing in this might be a little weird, but that was because I didn't decide to fix it in the end. I really do hope you all have had fun reading all this. I'm going to take a little break, but of course, this channel isn't going anywhere, and I will get back to posting in maybe a week or two. I know this might do bad things to my algorithm, but who cares? I know those who really love the AU will stay to watch more. Until we meet again, friends, have a fazerific day.